That seems usable. We're off to a like, when have we ever had back-to-back not upsetting magic weapons? Ever.
Yeah, I'm going to say right now, I'm actually pro the first one. I'm having positive feelings about the first one. So, okay, next up, Multiple Wounds 2 is so good. Are you crazy? I'll take that.
Yo, what is this? I think they refilled their Adderall prescription before writing this one. That was pretty good.
Yeah, for people not based in North America. I think Val's talking about ADHD medication. I think. I don't know.
It could have been.
I don't know.
Might have been a reference to that.
I'd love to. Thank you so much. Can we just say banger?
Oh, banger.
Wait, all of them are successes? Unreal.
There's not one I wouldn't at least consider. You know what I mean? Like, and there's two of them sort of in that 30-25 point bracket, which are totally usable. Every one of these is usable. Are they going to be the absolute best option? Time will tell on that. But I mean, just they pass the eye check for sure. So if you're just excited to use Beastmen specific weapons on your cool goat guys or your bull guys, then go nuts. Those look awesome.
Chaos armor is a suit of full place armor. Heavy chaos armor is a suit of heavy. Both may be purchased and worn by a wizard, even if they do not have the option to be equipped with armor, a shield, or barding. In addition, the wearer of chaos armor is a 5-up ward save. So this brings parity to what we see with the Warriors of Chaos Arcane, book, the core book. It's Grand Army.
Yeah, just casters, period. Yeah.
But straight up, this is also incredible for a 4-up armor save, 5-up armor save, 5-up ward save, frontline fighting character. Immediately 11 out of 10, in my opinion. Like, truly stunning. That's great. Like, it's so good for the whole roster. If you like, even having your wizard be a 4-up, 5-up is nuts.
Yeah, it's fantastic, and these are common items as well, so you can have them on whomever you want to give them to. At 30 points, you can't squeeze it on. Most champions would have a limit that would prevent you from being able to use it. Usually, that's like a 25-point limit. Worth looking into though. Like if you wanted to do that, maybe it's not a great idea. I'm just thinking of things like dragon ogres and yeah, mostly just those. I wonder if you could give it to them. I'm not sure. But this is pretty cool. That is a very big benefit. And also I love that they just pulled it from, those rules from the Warriors of Chaos and gave it to these guys. However, I do believe the description here, like the way they worded a wizard, even if they do not have the option to be equipped with armor, shield, or barding, that is, I think, more specific, because I did steal this wording for the Renegade Legacy pack. That feels like they have tightened up their rules writing a bit, Rob. I might be talking out of my butt, but that feels like a more carefully considered paragraph about who can use this. And I like that a lot.
I'd like to take a moment, if I could, to just quickly speak to the Wood Elf players who are watching this after the last Arcane Journal review, who are just currently slamming the table, like Magnus Carlsen losing a chess match. They're like, God damn it! The fact that a common magic item that's got a ward save and an armor save for 30 points is just available in this book, and Wood Elves are just there with a 6-up save, living life, is offensive. Listen, Wood Elf players, Beastmen players right now, find your Wood Elf friends and just be like, hey man, what magic army can you get? Because this is awful. The parity between the two is night and day. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. Should we look at the next bit?
It is curious. And by the way, just as I just want to really shout out our rules writers here. In the Warriors of Chaos, I just pulled it up. It just says, in addition, a wizard with the special rule may wear armor without penalty. So here we have, I think, a much clearer definition of who can use it. And how many pages are we in? 2 pages? Yeah. And we're just singing praises. Kudos, writers, on this one. However, that's not the one I was thinking of. Because I've had in the ether, I've heard of this next one, and buckle up, Bretonnians, take off your helms. You're no longer the only ones who can do this. Banner of the Warped Moon, 45 points. During the command subphase of their turn, if they are not engaged in combat, the bearer of this banner may attempt to unleash its power by making a leadership test. If this test is passed, Until your next start of turn subphase, enemy units cannot use the Fly X special rule.
Yikes. No flying for you, team.
No flying for you, team. That is a Falcon Horn Part 2. There are now 2 Falcon Horns in the meta. What do you think about that, Rob?
I think that, as I've stated previously, when we read rule books written by the 2 different authors, we'll be able to tell. And I don't. The guy that did Empire, Wood Elves, and High Elves did not write this book. And instead, this is our mortuary cult Bretonia guy. This is our Orcs and Goblins guy. He's back. He's writing
Feels
this.
Like it.
He's writing this, and he's writing Cathay. So we are. You live a blessed. Buckle up, Broncos.
Let's think about, and maybe this author is aware of things like mortuary cult because I suspect they wrote it. So that's an army that doesn't care about a lot of the benefits that you get to dispelling because they're rolling at like plus $1 billion. This says, well, I don't care about you rolling at plus $1 billion because it just gets stopped. So there are, like when there are armies with a critical, magic thing that they're used to always just getting. Well, now they're not necessarily just going to get it. That's really good.
Okay.
I guess we just over-explained what Dispel Scrolls used to be like, but
that's okay. Some people are going to be new to that. So TLDR, the magic items are fantastic. Maybe some of the best we've seen in the game.
As far as just a set list of like things that you get to now play with, that was all killer, no filler for almost all of them, and even the filler ones, they seem kind of fun. Yeah, good. Like such a big round of applause there on that stuff. That's good work, guys.
Well done, team.
Good work.
Also, yeah, good work to this writer. And also, let's just be really clear: we're not advocating for us bullying the other writer.
We are bullying the other writer though, so we should stop doing that because I do like these guys a lot.
Okay,
I talk about their work all the time.
Well, I'm specifically not advocating for it. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm trying to be really clear. But also, is it insane that Games Workshop do a process where they just have 2 writers working basically in silo, and you end up with such a big difference between the 2 books? Of course. And I'd like to address that and just say that's really annoying for me as a player, me as someone who reviews this stuff, and also for you at home. So it's frustrating for sure. Like, if you're not Beastmen player and you're like, what the like you're an Empire guy, you're like, what the like, I just want you to know I completely understand your frustration. I think that's really fair, and I really wish that the team that worked on this as more of a team together. I think that would be cool.
Absolutely. And because like it's not just about, and people are gonna be like, well, it's all about, you're just talking about like power level and all that kind of stuff. I think one thing is, like, we just saw a whole list of magic items. You can't take them all. You have a points budget, right? Like, and there's going to be a limited amount of what characters can take and all that kind of stuff. But you have now the ability in your mind to imagine all the different things that you could do with these different combinations of things, and that is good writing. That's what you want. You want stuff that does things, and that you can afford to squeeze in, maybe. And now the fun of finding the stuff that jives with you the most or is most useful with you in games can happen, and that's why not boring is so essential in this stuff. So yeah, kudos to this author, and you're right. I think we'd love to see more of a team write, because this is good stuff. Being able to make a big frontline combat character with a good armor save and a good ward save, excellent. Being able to make a good frontline character that could do interesting styles of damage, great. Being able to really key into the key factor of what Beastmen do, which is arrive from ambush. Yes, these are all great things. Like, these are really good. Like, we could go back and talk about the key strengths that you would want from Empire. You want every rule to somehow help a guy with a shield and a sword stand against the horrors of the universe, right? OP, exactly. That's what I want the rules to do.